Hi, I'm Ross Benjamin reporting for the Offshore Gaming Association. That's OSGA.com, your number one source for information on the offshore sportsbook industry. That's OSGA.com. It's Saturday, March 9th, and it's time for another edition of my college basketball underdog picks of the day. I have three in store for you. Let's get right to them. It's rivalry Saturday here with my picks as we start out with the huge ACC matchup between number four Duke, who will travel to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, to take on the number three North Carolina Tar Heels. Bovada currently has Duke as a 4.5 point underdog in this contest. Now, Duke will be playing with revenge stemming from an 18-point home loss earlier this year against North Carolina. That was the game that star freshman forward Zion Williamson injured his knee when he came out of his sneaker, literally came out of his sneaker. Williamson has not played since, and Williamson is listed as doubtful today. Having said that, that's been factored into this line, so I don't get caught up too much with that injury per se. The visiting teams have done very well in this series as far as covering against the spread. That's in recent years. I'm going to take the Duke Blue Devils here, plus the 4.5 at North Carolina. Similar type situation happens with number 7 Michigan at number 9 Michigan State. 8 p.m. Eastern Time tip from East Lansing. Right as we speak now, Michigan is a 3.5 point road underdog across the board. Michigan, similar to Duke, will be playing from same season revenge, I should say, from an earlier season home loss, actually about 2 weeks ago, where the Michigan State Spartans knocked them off at Ann Arbor 77-70. The road team has now gone 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 games of the series. Michigan has won their last 2 trips to East Lansing. And Michigan, in that first meeting against Michigan State a couple weeks back, allowed the Spartans to shoot over 50% from the floor, and that's unlikely to occur again, folks. When you consider the fact this is a Michigan team that's one of the best defensively in the country, number 3 in scoring defense at 58.3 points per game. They're holding opponents to less than 40% shooting on the year, and that includes holding those opponents to less than 30% from beyond the 3 point line. I'm taking Michigan here, plus the 3.5 at Michigan State. Finally, the San Diego State Aztecs will travel to Reno, Nevada to take on the number 17 Nevada Wolfpack. San Diego State, according to 5 Dimes, is a 14-point underdog in this contest. Nevada, after being dominant for the better part of the season, has gone a mediocre 3-2 straight up in their last 5, and they failed to cover on each of those 5 occasions. One of those straight up losses occurred at San Diego State back on February 20th, and in that game, San Diego State was a 65-57 winner as a substantial 7.5 point home underdog. Now, as compared to the other 2 games that we talked about, where we took the teams on the road as an underdog, playing with revenge, revenging a home loss. Nevada is revenging a road loss, and they're a double-digit favorite. So big difference here in this contest. I just think this is too many points. This is a San Diego State team. They're coming off a 76-74 home loss to Fresno State. That's a very good Fresno State Bulldogs team, by the way. With that loss, San Diego State now still 6-2 straight up in ATS over the last 8. More importantly, folks, this is a Aztecs team that's gone 9-1 straight up this season following a loss, and they're also playing terrific defense over their last 5 games. During that course of time, the Aztecs are allowing just 63.6 points per game and holding opponents to less than 37% 50% shooting. That's enough for me to keep them inside this number. I'm certainly not going to go out on a limb and predict an outright upset here, but I do like San Diego State to be very competitive in this game and stay within this large number. I'm going to take the San Diego State Aztecs plus 14 at Nevada. Repeating again, Duke plus 4.5 at North Carolina, Michigan plus 3.5 at Michigan, San Diego State plus 14 at Nevada. The first tip goes at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Plenty of time to get these games in. Be sure to visit my website, rbwins.com. That's rbwins.com. Folks, I am just sizzling hot in college basketball. All my picks are documented. These are the games that I sell and bet the most money on myself. And going and looking at my college basketball record of late, 14-5 over my last 19. That's 74%. 42-25, 63% over my last 67 college basketball picks, and dating back to last year, 73-48 with my last 121. That's 60%, folks. College basketball handicapping at its best from myself, Ross Benjamin, and also my 10-star top plays in college basketball, which are my highest rated selections, are 29-11. That's 73% over the last 40. That's rbwins.com, where you pay a little to make a lot. You could also call me direct, 781-571-0299. Folks, if you're going to call me direct, be prepared to pay for a package. I could design a package specifically to your needs. Currently, right now, my March Madness package is $4.99. I accept all major credit cards. It includes all the conference tournaments, all the postseason tournaments, CBI, CIT, NIT, and NCAA, right through the NCAA tournament championship game. It's $4.99. That's rbwins.com. And again, 781-571-0299. Until the next time, good luck with all your picks.